Hey, aloha from Hawaii. This is Scuba Chris, and I just got this nice TICA whipping rod, 10.5 feet, medium action. It's one of the better rods I've owned. I've tried it out for the last 2 days. I really like it. There is one thing that you should be aware of. It's the cork. Okay, you see this? The reason why they put cork on it is to make it lightweight, so it's very light to whip and you're not going to get any arm fatigue. But after time, from water exposure to the elements, the cork will start rotting away. Now, how do you protect this? One of my earlier videos, I showed you diamond shine. This is the new type of diamond shine. It comes in a C2 bottle like that. It's still diamond shine, but it's not in the silver containers before. So what we do is, let me show you. You get your diamond shine and you start coating it. Yeah, I'm just gonna put one coat over the top section, just real fast. I know it's not an in-depth kind of thing because we're just gonna rush this along because I don't want to make it a long boring video. I just want to show you really fast how you can properly take care of your fishing gear. If you spend the kind of money I spend on my gear, you know what I mean. Okay. The cork absorbs it. It's very fast drying. Now just give it about another 10-20 seconds. It's done. See this on the top part from here to here? See how that looks different, right? This has absorbed the first layer of diamond shine. Okay, now I'm gonna do the whole thing down here, and then I'm gonna do the rest of it, and after that's done, I'm gonna give it a second coat. All right. Aloha guys, I finished my coating using diamond shine. I actually used up maybe 3/4 of the bottle. It took about 45 minutes. You hear that loud sound in the back? That is a fan. The fan is constantly drying this, but as soon as you apply it, it dries, and you got to keep going along. You can't stop. You got to keep going. Reason being is because you don't want to do the same areas over again. I do give it 3 coats, but I do 1, 2, 3, the whole thing. But you got to keep going, because as soon as it dries, which is almost instantly because the cork will absorb the diamond shine, you want to see where you last left off. When it finish absorbing where you last left off, that area is darker compared to the lighter areas. So you have to keep going. The reason why they put cork on it like this is to reduce the weight, like I said, for whipping, so you get less arm fatigue. The old style used to be old wooden butts that used to weigh a lot. Cork. All this cork here is not one piece. These are all many rings of cork going down, and it gets shoved down. It gets smooth and laid down to the shape that you see here. Cork comes from endemic trees of Africa. I forgot the name of the trees, but they import them to Australia and other areas where they do a pretty good business on using cork for anything from fishing rod handles to wine bottles. So that's how you prep this. It took 3/4 of a bottle. Don't throw this away, because what you want to do is when you use other bottles for other rods, you still got 1/2 to 1/4 left. Pour it into the next one. Don't be wasteful, because it is expensive. Mahalo for watching. Thank you. Mahalo, this is Scuba Chris. Now I have my 10.5-foot TICA paired with a Shimano Twin Power with 15-pound J-Braid, 270 yards. Anything takes that deserves its freedom. Using my fishing butlers to keep my rigs together. Okay, everything's all set to go. Now this came out of the box, but I noticed that inside the handle was a bit dry. Always check inside the handles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the handle off. You always go clockwise. Normally you wouldn't do that with pipes or anything else. It makes it tighter. But on reels, that's how you loosen it. You you go clockwise. Okay. Now you're gonna notice that, look at that, the threads are dry. Okay, everything else inside has white lube on the center rotor that goes up and down, the serpentine drive, but this is dry. So what I would recommend is just getting some simple greases. I like to use Cal's grease for just about everything. Okay, don't need much, just get a Q-tip. Basically you want to use a little paintbrush, application brush, but the Q-tip will work good. So you just kind of roll it around just to coat that. That's it. You don't need to spray WD-40 in there because that's going to be a mess. Just a little dab of grease. That's all you're going to need. Okay? And the reverse way, instead of turning it to the right to tighten it on, you go to the left. And that's it. You're all set to boogie. Now, normally, because I pack everything tight, I will turn the handle 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and that causes the handle to come in. So when doing packing, like I have a utility wagon and I carry multiple rods and reels, this really helps to keep things together. Okay, thank you. This is my Twin Power SW5000. I got 270 yards of 15-pound test J-Braid on it. It's on my TICA Salmon Steelhead. This is a 10-foot 6-inch whipping rod, medium. And today I'll be using a 1/2 ounce crocodile spoon. I put some teaser threads, which are glow in the dark threads, on it. I only have about 1.5 feet of 60-pound mono. That's all I'm really gonna need, because I'll be whipping over here at Chocolate Beach. The reason why it's called Chocolate Beach is because the water is fairly dirty here at times. So the fish have to sight the lure, which means that having a nice flashy lure, such as this one here, is to your benefit, because you can see it over longer distance through the murky water. Got my, what I would say, the best whipping setup I've ever had. My Salmon Steelhead TICA, 10.5 feet, with a Shimano Twin Power 5000. I got 270 yards of J-Braid on this. I got my whipping rigs out here, light whipping rigs. They're all TICAs, and all of them have Penn Pierce on them. But this is a great whipping rig right here. For crocodile spoons, always keep the tip down. Be very rhythmic. You don't have to do it too fast on the retrieve, because if you do, it's going to spin around and it's going to catch up on the surface. You don't want that. And you want to kind of keep the tip low, such I'm doing right now. You don't want to have any jerky movements. You see how beautiful that lure is in the water. You see how it just sparkles like that? In this dirty water, that's what you want. Give another cast. Ooh, not bad. About 100 yards in that one. I love the setup. Depends on your body height, whipping style. It is taking me a long time, but I figured about 10 to 11 foot whipping rods work well for me. I like 10-pound or 15-pound braid, J-Braid, and I usually use grubs, CHL completely hooked lures. I use their grubs most of the time, but this water is so dirty it'd be hard for the fish to spot it. So I'm using the crocodile spoons. You could also use cast masters. See how, look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that thing is just going through the water. Normally I go 3 or 4 casts in the area. Wow. Okay. Normally I walk to the end of the pier to cast, get another 20 feet more on it, but I got my equipment out there. Just trying this outfit out today. I might go out tonight, go for a coulee. We'll see what's going to happen. I just want to get the feel of it, get the weight, and I think I'll use half ounce, see how it works. Had a fish jump over there. See how beautiful that is? Nice.